Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my... What is up, chat? Hello. What it do, flight crew? Howdy, chat. How's it going, baby? Welcome back, baby. Welcome back. Back to the streaming thing that I like to do sometimes. It's been a while since I've streamed from this setup, if you think about it, right? Because Saturday was Bro vs. Bro. Sunday was Unpaid Intern. And I didn't stream Monday or Tuesday. Been damn near 5 days. Almost a week. I feel like I haven't been here forever. Chat, how's it going? Strike? You guys are not going on strike. You can't be going on strike after the killer Unpaid Intern episode that dropped this Saturday. Folks, the episode was too good. You know I juice your nuts too good to quit on me. Yeah, it felt weird coming out. No, yeah, if you thought that felt weird coming in, it felt weird coming out. Dylan Love, thank you very much for the membership. Cooler Taginator, what's up, baby? Vane, Jessica, or Ninja. Buddy, Space Cash, Bean, Booped Snoot, $5 from Corona. Chat unionized, no scabbing. What if you typed 1 for $1 billion? That would be cool, though. Kev Ori, thank you for the 29 months. Gustavo, thank you for the 4 months. Mars Dude just got Sniff, Eshi, Jamie, Death Blaster, Golden Toxic, Spank, Tomosaurus, Rex, Jacob, Zerfius, Matt, Gaming Cat, Just a Dude, McFly, Alyssa, Rense. Chat, what up? What up? How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well today. Phew, $5 from Liam. Appreciate it. Opinion on okay. Liam, that's a weird sentence that I didn't like reading. Can we time that guy out for 73 minutes? Flappy, Professor Basil, Psycho, Jillian, Tryptamine, Cody, Merchanator? Moaz with a gifted 5 from HDDDD. Everyone, we are on strike. We must only say ... Bro, you just gave me $5. Not a really good strike. Adding mass for Japan. Nice. It shows. Guys, I have bad news. No, thank you for the 5. Thank you for lowering Ludbud prices. You're my favorite streamer. Thank you, man. Thank you for being a member. I appreciate everyone as a member. Guys, I have horrible news. Devastating news. Actually, I'm going to tell you tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you today. I will not sully today with bad news. Because today I have a fun story. Actually, I also might not even be live tomorrow now that I think about it. If you guys are wondering where I've been the past couple of days, I haven't been super overt about it. But it is, if you're a longtime viewer, Disney Week, which means I go to Disney every damn day to hang out with Cutie and her family. So it's been Disney Week round 3, 4, I forget. Basically, my ass has been at Disneyland, okay? Barely Irish, thank you for the 5 gifted. So it's been good, man. It's been fun. It's been nice. Mostly been offline. A lot of offline fires that I've had to put out as well. But for the most part, I think we're pretty good on those. Just JD, thank you for the 29 months. Yazumi, Commander, Leroy, thank you for the 11. Socks, the Fox, the Molten System. Appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate it. Anyway, today I got a story. Mr. Beast, honestly, I have a limited amount of time because Cutie's family is still in town, and today we're hanging out a little later tonight, I should say. So I don't have all the time in the world. I have until about 6 o'clock. But I know this Mr. Beast video is very short, so maybe I'll be able to squeeze it in at the end. We'll see. Tyler, thank you very much. Maxim, thank you very much. Kendrick diss review. Okay. Look, I'm not going to pretend that I am the guy who should comment on a Kendrick diss. Mostly because most of my knowledge of Kendrick comes from, like, Good Kid, Mad City. And skipping all the words I'm supposed to skip, but singing along to the rest in the car. However, when I was scrolling through Twitter, reading about Euphoria, I think it's a great diss. People talk about it and dissect it like English school teachers tell you to dissect William Shakespeare. I mean, they're going through it with a comb. They're making shit up. I swear they're making shit up. Yeah, so Euphoria is actually a quintuple entendre. Drake fans are not actually smart enough to understand this. It feels like, and to me, it feels like Rick and Morty fans in 2017 or whatever the hell. You must be very smart to understand all of Kendrick Lamar's references. That's what it feels like, reading the discourse around it. The song itself is great. And I think there are some hidden stuff in there, you know? There's definitely some secret messages, whatever you want to say. But the way they talk about it, it's like you literally could not understand this unless you listen to all of Kendrick, and you've never listened to Drake in your life. And I'm like, okay, maybe we're exaggerating a bit. Maybe we're patting ourselves on the back a bit too much. Daniel, thank you for the 10. Hey, Lud, I wrote a daily for you to hopefully play. It's called Reddle, and the domain is IO. Could you check it out and see if you like it, Daniel? I can't do it right now because I have something to do. But when I do my dailies next, we could give it a stab if someone reminds me. Any idea when the RD&D is going to start? I'll give you a little inside information. We did record a announcement video for it today. I guess we recorded part 1 of the announcement video for it today. So we're getting closer. Live, big story time. All right, chat, I got a story. I got a story that I've been hanging on to since Saturday. Do you even read chat? Did I not just respond to a chat message, Eli? Do you think I just randomly start talking about D&D like I care? Please. Eli, I'm trying to get the show on the road here. You're harshing my flow. All I want for my B-Day is the Ludlock and Yard D&D. Okay, so we're needy. We need 2 things down. What did you think about the USA reclassifying weed and the stock price soaring because of it? What? I didn't see this. I'm not big on weed stocks. I'm on this thing called Doge. Perhaps you heard of it? Who's on the next unpaid intern? That is a problem, not an answer that I have. I wish I knew the answer. If I knew the answer, my life would be so much easier. The answer is I have to fucking pick people, make sure I get their availability. The issue with unpaid intern is that it is a 2-part show. So I need to get somebody who's available for the first part, and then who can come back later that month, which means people that are out of town are way, way harder to get to do it. You know what I mean? It's just infinitely harder. So, but then I don't want to like just keep going to the LA well. You know? So there's some people that would be great, but it's like, fuck, dude. I can't get Sketch to come from Florida. Probably can't get Sketch for one part of it, much less 2. Anyway, focus, chat. Chat, we actually have an insane story today. We have an all. I had what was that? It's probably out of the culture. What was that fucking TikTok phrase? I had a core memory. Is that it? A core memory? I had a core memory this past weekend. I had a skibbity this past weekend. A canon event occurred. That's it. A canon event occurred this past weekend. A canon event has not occurred in my life in a long time. Now, here's the thing. I stream. I'm here. So many hours of my life I spend with you here, which is cool. I like streaming. And a lot of you guys like the stories that I've told in the past. Losing my virginity, getting fired, getting scammed. But I run out of stories because new things don't happen when I'm here talking about the things that have happened. Does that make sense? This is a very common occurrence. In fact, you see it with maybe even like popular comedians who go into the well of their life, their relatable stories. They tell them all through comedic stand-up bits. And then when they're performing and on tour, they don't really get new ones. So they kind of fall off a bit. And now you go watch Dane Cook, and his jokes aren't about working at Burger King. They're about getting too much plastic surgery and having a girlfriend who's half his age. But this weekend some shit happened. And so I got a story for you. Because I went to my first ever movie premiere. And I already hear it. Out of touch Ludwig, rich little Ludwig, off to his movie premieres, gonna regale us with the tales of the celebrities he mingled with, this leaping Luddy. But this movie premiere went horribly wrong. Because, again, I need to say this one more time. I went to my first movie premiere. So I don't really know how movie premieres work. And I wasn't invited to this movie premiere in a normal fashion. Now, if you guys watch The Yard, you might know that we had Hank Green on The Yard. Hank Green, very funny guy. Hank Green has a brother, John Green. You might have heard of him because he did some things on a website called Tumblr years ago, or more importantly, he wrote a couple of damn books, very famous books, Fault in Our Stars, which became a movie, and also Turtles All the Way Down, which just had a premiere in LA this past weekend. So I went to the premiere for John Green's movie, Turtles All the Way Down, right? And I was invited, I'm very flattered by this. I was invited by John directly. Hank sent me like a Twitter DM. He was like, hey, John wants to invite some people. Then he thought you'd be good to come to this premiere. Can I give him your email? And I gave him my email. And then John sent me an email. And it was very casual. In fact, I'm going to read out some of the email right now. I don't feel bad leaking this because it was so breezy and casual from John that I don't even feel like this is a bad thing to read out. So I'm just gonna read out a piece of it right here. John sends me a message. Hank first, he CCs me. He goes, hey, Hank, hey, John, this is Ludwig. He has a thing the same day as the premiere. He just wants to know what time the movie premiere is at. Because bear in mind, this movie premiere was the same day that I did the Bro vs. Bro against Linus Tech Tips. So I was like, I'm not sure if I can make it. I would love to. I'm not sure. John replies, he goes, Ludwig, great to meet you. The premiere's at 4 for the red carpet stuff and 5 for the actual movie. There's a reception after, so we'll all hang out there. You can come. No worries if you can't come, but it'd be great to have you. And it always is fun to attend a movie premiere. Plus, the movie's pretty good, John. And I replied to that message 9 days later, the day before the premiere, in all capitals. Hello, John, and thank you, Hank. Can I have a +1, please? I don't check my email. You got an officer right here, the guy who doesn't read his email because he's not fucking 37 years old. Sorry to John and Hank. I don't read my damned email anymore, man. My job doesn't require me to. I do all my communications on Discord, Twitter if I have to. And that's it. Yeah, I did a little sent from iPhone, and then I still have those email signatures. So it said XX Cooter Killer XX, my old PSN. Anyway, John replies. He says, of course you can have a +1. And the reason I needed a +1, you might think, is because I was going to invite my girlfriend Cutie, but in fact, she was busy that day. So I instead decided to invite Squeaks. Because Squeaks was coming in town for unpaid intern, and he actually landed the same time the movie premiere started. So I was like, well, that's perfect. Rather than you just like showing up to my house and I'm at a movie premiere instead of hosting you, kind of like an asshole. What if instead you take your little tookus down to the premiere and we meet there together? So that's the game plan. Anyway, fast forward to day of the movie premiere. The movie premiere, again, 4 o'clock red carpet, 5 o'clock it starts. If you watched the Bro vs. Bro against Linus Tech Tips, you will remember it ended at 4:15. And if you have ever been to Los Angeles, you know that getting into your car at 4:15 p.m., weekday or weekend, it's not a good thing to do. It is tough. It is tough. And boy, did the traffic hit. And all I'm doing is I'm driving and I'm just looking at my phone. It's on the dash and I'm glancing over. hands-free, of course. And I'm seeing it go from 4:59 arrival time to 5:05, 5:10, 5:15, 5:20. And finally, I arrived to the venue where this is going to be held at 5:22. That is late. Now, I've never been to a premiere, so I'm like, whatever. I will do my best with what I got, okay? Now, I meet Squeaks there, all right? He puts his stuff in my car, and this is important just for reference. I, again, have never been to a movie premiere, and the way John Green was messaging me very breezily, I figured you could just kind of roll up to this thing, have a good time. Now, I know you're not supposed to be late, so I initially felt bad. What I didn't realize is that movie premieres is an occasion to dress up. It is not something you roll up to. Let's say I'm just throwing out something random in a Red Bull shirt and a Zelda Tears of the Kingdom t-shirt, which is exactly what me and Squeaks did. I am literally wearing a Red Bull sponsored t-shirt as a Red Bull athlete, and Squeaks is wearing a Korrick. What do you call those fuckers? He's wearing this shirt. And you can't see it. You can't see it. I'm also wearing Crocs. You know it's bad because John Green replied to my Instagram post. By the way, follow me on Instagram, and said, "Loved having you there and you looked great, period." I'm starting to think that might have been ironic. So instantly we find out we are underdressed. But we're like, whatever. We just need to make our way to the theater and start watching the damned movie, because that's what a premiere is all about. Ultimately, it doesn't matter what you look like, because we're all here to just watch a movie. It's fine. And so we go in. There's like a little reception area. We grab some popcorn and some drinks. And then we walk into the entrance. And at the entrance, there's an usher. And the usher looks at us, recognizes us somehow. And she goes, "Oh, your seats are in the very front." And I literally turn to this usher and I go, "Are you fucking with me?" And she goes, "No, they're the only seats left." Now, this is not a normal theater. I'm going to show you a picture of the theater while it was empty. This is the London Tower Theater, I think, is the London Tower Hotel Theater in LA. Let me see if I can find it. Yes. Yes, perfect. Oh, yes, perfect. Very perfect. So this is the theater. It's very cute. It's very cozy. It's not a huge theater by any means, because again, it's a premiere. It's for friends, family of the actors, actresses, directors, screenwriters who are involved in this product. Very intimate atmosphere. And our seats were these two. Smack dab in the middle at the very front row. And because this is a smaller than normal theater, as we are walking to our seats, again, 15 minutes after this movie had already started, you can see the silhouette of my big ass fucking hair and Squeaks' big ass head bouncing on through. Kind of like that movie Lion King 1.5 when Timon and Pumbaa show up late with the popcorn. That's what we were like. Okay? And I go to sit down on my seat, and I'm like, fine. At least we're here now. We don't have to get up again. We can watch the rest of the movie. Or so I thought. Because as I sit down and I go to put my phone on silent and darken the screen and put it on Do Not Disturb, I see a Discord message. This is literally as I'm putting it away. And I naturally have the phone towards me. My phone auto unlocks because Face ID, and the message pops up. And I read a message from Linus Tech Tips that says, "Hey, I'm sorry. I believe my wife forgot her purse at your studio. Could you please unlock the door?" And I'm like, no. Nightmare. Because I know It's after 5. It's a weekend. Nobody's there. I don't know how to get him in. Like I would have to contact someone to help him get in because I can't. I'm at a fucking movie. And I'm not gonna text while at this theater. I wouldn't dream of being that guy. And I even start thinking of ways. I'm wearing this big, it's actually a Grateful Dead jacket, but it's a parody jacket of the Dodgers. It says Dozers. I'm wearing this big ass jacket. I'm doing like this. Like trying to could I maybe hide the phone? And then I turn behind and like a couple rows behind me is John Green and the actress that I'm looking at on screen. And I'm like, this is cooked. This is cooked, dude. I can't. That's the girl on the screen. She's there. And I don't want to get up right away either, right? You might think, oh, Ludwig, just get up and handle it. But like I just did this whole fucking rigmarole where my big ass head bounced through the screen. I want to get up again. So I wait. I will say, I do rattle off just one message to Linus, which is simply the code that he needs to get in. That's it. Right before I go, boop, 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 it's like 4 numbers, and then I throw the phone away. And then I proceed to watch the movie. In the movie, if I can say this is not the point of the story. I'm not sponsored by John Green. I know I was invited, so there's some maybe bias in there, but I have to say, it was fucking funny, dude. Oh my God. It was a good movie. I'm watching it. I'm enthralled. I've never read Turtles All the Way Down. I will come clean. I read a couple of John Green books in high school because a girl that I liked John Green, and that I thought was my way in. So I'd read Paper Towns. I had read Fault in Our Stars. Okay, sue me. Sue me. You read a book that a girl that you likes, and you hope that's a good way to start a conversation. It's not a bad idea. I call it W-Riz. But I'm watching the movie, and if you've ever listened to The Yard, you might have heard one of the guys on the podcast talk about what it is like watching a movie with me. Because I watch movies in a peculiar way. You know, I watch them because I enjoy them, but I have a weird laugh. Okay? I'm just going to say I have a weird laugh. I don't laugh like everybody else. When I'm watching a movie, the way that I laugh, as I'll be watching it, right? Got my drink. Ha! Ha! And that's how I watch. I'll just let out a loud one, all caps, H-A. And I'm not like exaggerating this. I'm not doing it for show. I do it in private. I do it in public. I do it in theaters. I do it on my couch at my house. That is how I laugh. If I find something funny, I will laugh like that. There's another layer that I have to say. I laugh like that at funny parts, but also at parts that aren't funny on paper, but I find funny. And maybe that's like something that's a little awkward, a line that caught me off guard, a decision in the character's mind that I didn't expect. I don't know. A lot of things make me laugh. So I laugh at times that are occasionally inopportune. I'll give an example. I laughed like that, bar for bar, during Oppenheimer. And the scene in Oppenheimer was just a camera pan that showed Josh Peck. And I go, ha! Theater was quiet. Nobody said a thing. I saw Josh Peck. That pulled me out. I laughed. I thought that was fucking funny. That's Josh fucking Peck on the screen. Nobody laughed. Just me. Okay? Well, you know, maybe that's kind of fair. Some other people might have laughed at that point too. Well, at this movie, as I'm watching, it's about this girl who has health anxiety, right? She has health anxiety, and occasionally she feels like her health anxiety controls her own actions. And if her health anxiety is controlling her own actions, how is she supposed to control them? And like, where is the actual decision maker in her body? Somewhat of a deep, somewhat existential thought. And she has this very intense heart-to-heart with a professor of philosophy at a college she wants to go to, okay? It's spoilers, but it's not really spoilers. But basically, she asks a professor, she says, and this is the only line I'm going to spoil, she goes, "Professor, I don't think I'm real." And I go, ha! Because I didn't expect the line. The line before that was the professor saying, "Hey, I got to go to class." And so I thought it was like, "Hey, end the conversation." Instead, she whips that out of nowhere, and I'm like, son of a bitch, that caught me off guard. Theater is quiet. But I'm like, I'm in it, man. When I'm in a movie, I'm fucking in it. All right, I made a decision in my life after my girlfriend in college cheated on me to enjoy things to the fullest and feel them to the fullest. Whether it's sad emotions and I start crying, and this movie almost made me cry, or if it's a happy movie, a funny movie, it's making me laugh. And in this moment, I felt funny and I laughed. I laughed loud, okay? I was a little embarrassed by this, so I took this opportunity to take a quick bathroom break, to which I received about 30 texts from Linus, and I was like, oh no. And it basically went like, what do these numbers mean? What am I supposed to do? Can I get in? Hello? Ludwig? And then I'm like, oh no. And then they keep coming and it's like, okay, just kidding. Got the purse. Had to wrestle it off a guy. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But they got it. They got the purse. I don't know who they had to wrestle. I was like, okay, I go back in the movie. We finish the movie out. Again, can't say anything but positive things for this movie. Especially, dude, I like this movie. I'm a 28-year-old man. If you're a teenage girl watching this movie, bro. If you're like the demo for this shit, doesn't need to be a girl, teenager. This movie hits. And it hit me, 28-year-old whole ass man. Anyway, the movie ends. And we are ushered into the reception area. Because, again, there's supposed to be a reception after. I remember John Green told us about this. And the reception area was, like, kind of confusing, so people were going the wrong way. Me and Squeaks, two very bright guys, figured it out first. In fact, we were the first people in the reception area. And that's why we actually ended up taking these pictures, because there was nobody there except for me and Squeaks. And so we took a little picture of ourselves at the premiere, little deuces. And I thought all I was going to do at the premiere was say, hey, John Green, congratulations, great fucking movie, get out of there. But then a few missions start to form. The first one is the book, Turtles All the Way Down. It was a book before a movie. There's a bunch of hardcover copies everywhere. And instantly, me and Squeaks go to grab it and steal it from the displays. Again, nobody is there. And then people start walking in, and I'm like, Squeaks, stop, hold up. We don't even know if we're allowed to keep these. Like, they're beautifully displayed. If we're the only people in here and everyone starts walking in, looking at us, dressed like a couple of fucking bums, me in my Los Angeles Lakers Crocs, you in your Zelda t-shirt, and we're holding a couple of books, we're going to look like random people who rolled up. Let's put them down. So we put them down. We grab a drink, a red wine, classy, and we wait for some people to start showing up. And lucky for us, people we recognize start showing up. In fact, I saw Jarvis, Zach from the Try Guys shows up. Matt Pat shows up. You know, a lot of YouTubers that I recognize. So I'm like, oh my God, hello guys, what's up? I didn't know you were here. And they all look fucking like amazing. Like Jarvis has this huge overcoat. Matt Pat's got this like insane blue like fucking suit tuxedo. And then we look like a couple of bums. So I'm making conversation about that. I'm like, dude, you guys look fucking great. Look at us. We look like a couple pieces of shit. And they're like, nah. And then in that group, what I start doing is I start pointing out people who I think are the actors and actresses in the movie in real life. And I'm like, dude, that's the girl Daisy. And then everyone in the group would go look at them, but like, you don't want to be too obvious. So they'd be like sly. They'd be like, imagine you're the person who I thought is Daisy. They'd be like, no, Ludwig, that's actually just another fucking handsome guy. That's just a different fucking handsome guy with like a big strong jaw. It's not the main guy. That's Ludwig. That's not fucking Daisy. That's just another woman with a dress on. So I go like 0 for 3. And then eventually, I'm like, dude, that's the girl from Spider-Man 2. Kirsten Dunst. And they do the same thing and they go, dude, that's fucking Kirsten Dunst. And Kirsten Dunst is at this movie premiere. Kirsten fucking Dunst. All right? If you don't know her from any of her critically acclaimed roles, you certainly know her from her commercially acclaimed role as Sarah Jessica Parker. Wait, Sarah Jessica, is that her name? No. What is it? Sarah Jane? Jane? What's her fucking name in the movie? Sarah Jessica Parker's another actress. Mary Jane. That's it. She's Mary Jane in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. All right? This Spider-Man. Okay, for anyone who's under the age of 20, this Spider-Man right here. This one. Classic scene. She's also in a bunch of different movies. She's in she's in Jumanji as a child. I believe she's in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And the first thing that Squeak says when he realizes Kirsten Dunst is there is he goes, oh shit. My mom loves Kirsten Dunst. Let's get a pic with her. And so we have this side mission that forms to eventually get a picture with Kirsten Dunst. Now, I don't know if he made that up or if he just wanted to get a fucking picture with her, but a side mission forms. Before we can pursue said side mission, John Green enters. And again, he's like a fucking rock star. Wrote the book that became the movie. And so instantly everyone's crowding around him. And I'm like not trying to fucking edge my way to the front, but he happens to see a big group of YouTubers and he comes up and he greets us all. And I never met John before. So I go, John, it's great to meet you. I used to watch fucking Vlogbrothers back in the day. And the movie was amazing. He's like, dude, hell yeah. And I have to say, and he's fully allowed to, but John was getting his drink on. I mean, he just had a movie come out. He's getting his drink on. Let's go, John. And so John comes over and he's like, Ludwig, you look fucking great, man. Don't even worry about wearing those Crocs. And I'm like, John, I didn't bring anything up about that. He's like, don't even worry about that weird Zelda shirt. What's your name again? Squeaks? Weird name. Don't even worry about that. I'm like, thanks, John. He's like, by the way, have you met Isabella? I'm like, what? He's like, have you met Isabella? I'm like, no, no. Who's that? He's like, well, that's the main actress in the movie. She's right there. And I'm like, what? Wait, she's actually here? Because again, I've been calling random people the main actors and actresses in the movie for the past like 15 minutes. And he's like, yeah, come on over. So me and Squeaks kind of like begrudgingly are following John. And he goes, Isabella, this is Ludwig and Squeaks. Ludwig and Squeaks, Isabella. And then instantly leaves. He basically does that introduction and then he's... which is fine. I get it. He's like the guy in the building. Everyone wants to talk to him. But then I'm just sitting there and I'm like, so good movie. She's like, yep. And I'm trying to think of something to say. And the only thing I can think of is I'm like, is it hard being an actress when the movie's over? You know, like the press tour stuff. And she thinks for a moment, she goes, no, I mean, I think it's harder doing the acting. But I will say, and she goes into a little story. She goes, this is my second time actually watching the movie. Because we did a much larger premiere for an audience of about 1,600. And this was a more intimate premiere with like friends and family. And I was quite nervous during the first movie premiere because I didn't know how people would receive the movie. But this premiere was going a lot better. I was like, well, that's good. And she's like, yeah, because there was this guy. And I was like, this guy? She's like, yeah, when I was watching the movie, there was this guy who every 10 minutes or so would just laugh like this. Ha! I swear at the most random times, he would just go, ha! And it would make me laugh because I was like, who's this guy? And the blood drains from my face, and I'm just looking at her. I'm like, Isabella, that's me. She's like, what? I'm like, Isabella. In almost like a Cinderella trying to prove my foot fits the glass slipper, I go, ha! And she recognizes it instantly. And I can see her face turn red. And my face turns red because I'm embarrassed. Because I've been embarrassed about, by the way, this way that I laugh for years. My friends do not let me forget about how weird and loud it is. And so it's something that I know that I do, but I don't do it consciously. I do it subconsciously. I'm a little embarrassed by the fact that I do it. And now my worst nightmare has come true. Where I have not only been called out for doing this weird fucking laugh, I've been called out by the main actress in the movie. This sounds fake, guys. I promise you this fucking happened. Squeaks this literally happened. And I'm sitting there and I'm literally like stammering. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I just laugh like that sometimes. It's fucking weird. I don't know why I laugh like that. She's like, no, it's okay that you laugh like that. Actually, it made the movie a little easier for me to watch because, like, you know, you do it at weird times, like that scene with the professor. I was like, not the scene with the professor. It's not because you deliver the line bad. It's just because I didn't expect it. I didn't expect the line. She's like, you didn't expect the line. That's fine. She turns around, red from embarrassment, laughs a little bit, and she goes, I'm gonna get a drink. She left the venue. I didn't see her the rest of the night. I am not lying, man. I didn't see her the rest of the night. I think she might have moved her flight up to leave the fucking city earlier. And I was like, oh. And I'm sitting there, and literally all I'm thinking about is like, man, I have to tell Squeaks what just happened. But before I can, the moment Squeaks comes up, because he was like in a little side conversation, up comes two guys who are looking at me the whole time. They're giving me these. And I've been doing this game long enough. I know if it's two guys who look like they're in college, they've probably seen my ass before on this channel. I'm not saying that cockily, but if they're giving me side eye and they're in my demo, there's a chance they might have seen something. They might be a Ludbud. And lo and behold, they come up and they go, are you Ludwig? And I'm like, yep. And they go, dude, dude, what's up, man? What's up? And it turns out that those two guys were the brother and the neighbor of Isabella, the girl who had just brought up my laugh. They had somehow filled the void that she had just left, not knowing the conversation that we just had randomly coming up because you're Ludwig. And so I'm like, whatever. This conversation, I can navigate this. Baby, I have done the hello, I am Ludwig conversation 1,000 times. This shit is light work. So we get to talking. It's even easier because turns out that neighbor wants to become a Twitch streamer. He's like, yeah, man, trying to make streaming work. I've been playing Last of Us multiplayer. Nah, man, it's a fucking sick category. Like, I really want it to pop off, but shit, man, it's tough. It's tough. And then his friend, the brother of the actress, like, yeah, man, he's really passionate about it. He's good, dude. He's good. And we're talking. We're vibing out. And the conversation winds down. You know, it was a pretty easy conversation. We talked for maybe 10 minutes. Me, Squeaks, talking about Twitch, them talking about Twitch, whatever. But it dies down as conversations do. And so I do the natural exit. I heard this move earlier. I go, hey, you know what? I'm going to get a drink, but it's been great to get to know you guys, you know, and I hope the streaming thing works out. And he goes, dude, appreciate it. And before you go, I just want to say, man, I've been watching you since 2017. And I'm like, I mean, you do a Sully Gnome search on Ludwig 2017. I had about 5 average viewers. I played Getting Over It to Dr. Battle. It's not a lot of people, right? Look, this is literally it. 2017, I streamed about 12 times. I had 12 average viewers, right? My follow count was 116. I'm like, you're part of those 100? I mean, maybe you got the year wrong. Maybe he got very easy to get the year wrong. So I go, thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's crazy. He goes, yeah. Dude, your PO unboxing for Christmas? Crazy. The things people send you, that's so funny. And I'm like, well, I mean, I've done a couple of unboxings. Maybe, I have Jackie Chan. I've done one for Christmas before. It wasn't 2017, though. He's like, yeah, man, dude, when you got that God of War statue, oh, fuck, you still got that? And then time slowed down a bit, and I'm like, God of War statue. And I'm having, like, That's So Raven flashbacks to Soda Poppin', who for the Christmas unboxing got a Kratos God of War statue, a stream that I vividly remember watching. And I'm like, this motherfucker just thinks I'm Soda Poppin'. Like, he knows my name is Ludwig, but he thinks that I'm Soda Poppin', the Twitch streamer. And I am not in the position where I'm going to be like, whoa, hold on there, buddy. Sorry, I'm the Jump King guy. So instead I go, still got it. And he goes, that's sick. And I go, hell yeah. And then I fucking walk my ass out of there. And I'm like, I'm melting at this point. Because these conversations, they're crazy. They're crazy. I cannot believe the interactions that I am having here. And we go to the bar, and I'm getting a stiff one. And we're sitting, and me and Squeaks are talking a bit. And then he goes, and I'm telling him everything that happened. And he goes, well, hey, this night's been fucking crazy. You've had a lot of weird conversations. Why not one more? I'm like, what? He's like, I want a picture with Kirsten Dunst. I'm like, why don't you fucking go up and ask her? And then he up and says it. He goes, well, I'm too much of a fucking pussy, so you do it. You do it. You get the picture. You do the conversation. And I'm like, fine. Because what else can I lose, man? What else can I lose? I've been mistaken for Soda Poppin'. I'm the guy with the weird fucking laugh. I showed up late. I look like a piece of shit. Why not, man? Why not? So in a W friend move, I walk right up to Kirsten Dunst. She's in a big group of 4 people. And I stand outside the group for about 1 minute, and they don't make eye contact with me, and I leave. And I'm like, this is going to be harder than I thought. Because she's by far the biggest celebrity there. I mean, maybe not by far. That might be a bit aggressive. But she is probably the biggest celebrity there. It's Kirsten fucking Dunst, bro. So there's quite an entourage around her. And what I'm hoping will happen is I stand, like if I'm Kirsten and you're staring at me. Like imagine you're me, I'm Kirsten, and you're standing next to me. And I'm like in a conversation. I'm like, yeah, so banana bread. Banana bread. What's up, little bro? Do you want to pick? That's what I was hoping would happen. Instead, nothing. 2 times I stand outside of her circle, nothing. And then I go back to Squeaks. Is like, I need a game plan. I need a game plan. I can't go in raw dog. It is not working. I need something to say because I'm going to be real. I'm kind of a normie. Like the only movie I have seen with Kirsten Dunst is the Spider-Man movies. And I'm thinking of like the interactions I've had. I get, not annoyed, but it's not the best interaction I've ever had if someone comes up to me and they go, hey man, I watched the subathon. Can I get a picture? Because then it's like, well, bro, you barely know me. You just want a picture to have a picture like I'm a Pokemon card. And I don't want to go up to her, same thing, and be like, I watched Spider-Man 20 years ago. Can I get a picture now? Because that feels a little fucking disingenuous. Feels like a little transactional. So I do something. I'm not proud of this. I'm not proud of this. I do not do this. I should not have done this. But ultimately, I am doing this for Squeaks. I don't care to get a picture. I see celebrities a lot in LA. It's just what happens. I've seen Jack fucking Black. I goddamn love School of Rock. I don't ask people for pictures. Squeaks wanted the picture. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, Squeaks, we need a movie. He's like, what? I'm like, we need a movie. I need a story that I can tell her that makes this interaction a little more bearable for her. Because I can't say fucking Spider-Man. And I don't want to just go up and say, hey, give me a picture now. He's like, okay, yeah, makes sense. So we go to her Wikipedia and we're scrolling through. And we end up on her collaboration with Sofia Coppola. Sofia Coppola, daughter of Francis Ford Coppola. I like Lost in Translation. She directed that film. She directed many a film with Kirsten Dunst. And we go, oh, we'll pick one of those. And he's like, oh, yeah, great. Well, I think this one's like one of the first ones. Let's do Virgin Suicides. I think I remember that movie. That's what he says. He's like, yeah, I think my mom watched it. Well, let's do Virgin Suicides. I'm like, okay, sure. And so that's the movie we end up on. I've never seen the movie, but I'm like, this will work. And eventually I go into her circle again. I wait a little longer than I did in the previous 2 times. And eventually she turns and she goes, hello? And I go, hi, Kirsten. I'm sorry. I'm Ludwig. This is my friend Squeaks. And she does a double take the moment I say Squeaks. She goes, and I go, anyway, we're just big fans. We think you're an amazing actress. We watch the Virgin Suicides every year together. And she goes, stop. Every year? And at this point, I don't really know why she reacted like that, but I'm like, yeah, every year. And Squeaks is like behind me. He's like, yeah, we watch it every year. It's a great movie. Anyway, would you mind if we got a picture? And her face is still like fucking like we're the weirdest motherfuckers in the world. She's like, sure, yeah, we can do a picture. And we snap one, and then I'm trying to run out of there. I hate being in this situation. I didn't like having to lie to her. I feel kind of like an asshole. I don't want to have to do this in the first place. And then she goes, sorry, I feel like that was a bad picture. Can we take it again? And let me tell you, her ass is right. The picture was bad. So I take it again. Second one, not much better. I don't think she cared enough to ask for a third, but this is the picture we ended up with. It's me, Squeaks, and Kirsten Dunst. All right? Not bad. Not bad. Hey, she looks better than us. That's goddamn Kirsten Dunst. Looking great. And then me and Squeaks walk away. And we realize, like, hey, that was kind of a weird reaction that she had. Like, I wonder why she reacted that way. So we decided to look up the premise for the Virgin Suicides. And I'm going to read you the synopsis of the movie right now. Bear in mind, this will contain spoilers, but I think it's important. All right. Where is it? Okay. During the summer, the youngest sister, Cecilia, slits her wrists in a bathtub but survives. Her therapist suggests that her suicide attempt was a cry for help. Sorry. This is a better one. In an ordinary suburban house on a lovely tree-lined street in the middle of the 1970s America lived the 5 beautiful, dreamy Lisbon sisters, whose doomed fates inevitably marked the neighborhood boys who to this day continue to obsess over them. A story of love and repression, fantasy, terror, sex and death, memory and longing. It is at its core a mystery story of the 5 girls who all have different ways that they are going to kill themselves, and the boys who attempt and fail to stop their suicides. So it's just about, as the title would have suggested, a bunch of virgins who kill themselves in very descriptive and visually disturbing ways. And me and Squeaks, 2 30-year-old looking men, are watching this movie where a bunch of high schoolers kill themselves in really fucking gross ways, like slitting their damn wrists every year. Every year we watch these girls kill themselves. We go, yay! I wish there was more virgins and more suicide. No fucking wonder she thought we were psychopaths. We're the only motherfuckers who have ever said that to her ever. God damn it, bro. And then we leave driving off in the LA fucking sky in the LA night, talking about all the insane social interactions that have happened throughout this movie premiere. And I can only leave with 3 valuable lessons. 1, if you ever go to a movie premiere, show up on time. 2, dress like it's a fucking movie premiere and not like you are going to work out at the YMCA. And 3, and I cannot stress this enough, don't talk to anyone. And I mean anyone who is famous, because it only goes to shit. Just give him an idle, and then walk by. It's better for everybody, baby. It's better for everybody. I fucked up, man. I can't be talking to these celebs. Maybe secret fourth lesson is stop laughing at movies. That was our premiere, man. So anyway, here's what I'm going to do now. Me and Squeaks, it's only fair if we start watching the Virgin Suicides every year. It's going to be like a painful fucking... Oh, this fucking movie again. We're going to have to like go to the bar before. See the opening scene. A girl slits her fucking wrists. Kirsten Dunst shows up on screen. We're like, this is for you, Kirsten. We're doing it. We didn't lie. We're not liars. And if Isabella ever sees this, hey, great performance. Knocked it out of the park, gotta say. Sorry about the laugh. Knocked it out of the park. Thank you, the 50 gifted Cooper Watmore. I appreciate the members, man. With the title, I don't know why you thought it'd be a wholesome movie. Honestly, I wasn't thinking about wholesome. I was thinking about, like, what's a deep cut that would make me a real fan? You know? Which was a mistake, clearly. Deep cut too soon? Come on, bro. Come on, man. That's not what I'm doing. I don't mean it like that. Stop. Chill. I just shouldn't have said every year. Chat. I was going to watch the Mr. Beast video. But I might actually do that another day. I think I'll do that another day. Because I don't want to rush it. I don't want to rush it. It's only 10 minutes. Not with me, baby. You haven't seen me before. You haven't seen me before. I think I got to delay it, chat. Because I looked. I'm a little bit behind today. Today's been quite a whirlwind day. And I believe Cutie's family is coming over. And I need to make sure the house is in, like, tip-top shape. So I'm gonna push it to another day. What I am gonna do though, I look, man. Hey, in exchange, firm handshakes. In exchange for not doing Mr. Beast today, I offer you great story time and a Mr. Beast stream maybe tomorrow morning, or maybe Friday morning. Friday morning could work. It hasn't even been an hour. Well, dude, it's Disney week. You guys know when Disney week rolls around, I'm quite busy, but I really wanted to get this story out of my mind because I've been holding on to it. So I only went live really because I wanted to say this. Was Jesse Plemons there? He was not there. No. Oh, was he married to Kirsten Dunst? Isn't Jesse Plemons the guy who is like a really good actor who always kind of looks like a serial killer? Yeah, it's the exact guy. No, he's not. He was not there. He's such a good actor. Okay. Chat. I am going to go, but I actually am doing another stream. Because I think I need to do this. We are doing a member-only book review of I Am Not a Serial Killer. Because I also need to get this out of my mind. I have enough time for the Parasocial Club. I don't want to hear it, chat. Look, I know I'm going to get a lot of complaints here. But if you guys do not know, I have a book club. And we do it every month. And I feel like I would be scamming the people who pay me $6 a month if I do not get this book club done. Because I have been scamming them on the Anime Club. I've been quite bad about doing the streams. So I want to make sure I get it done. And it's a shorter book, so I think it can be a shorter conversation. Scam? Sellout? I'm not a sellout. I'm not a sellout. Chat, look, man. Brother. We've had an amazing week. Bro vs. Bro against Linus. I would argue the funniest unpaid intern ever. Banger story time. And we got 2 insane YouTube exclusive videos coming. I'm here, baby. I'm here, but understand this is a tougher week because family's in town. You can't be mad about family being in town. It's good to hang out with family. Chat, we can do it all, okay? We can do it all. We can get our work done, all right? We can go to the gym. We can eat healthy. We can help the people who support us. We can call our parents. We can even get a good 8 hours of sleep. Everything is achievable. And perhaps some days we are late, but it doesn't mean we stop fighting. It's all achievable, baby. What's 30 more minutes? If I did 30 more, then I couldn't do the book club. And if I don't do the book club, then I can't do the book club until like fucking Saturday. And then I'm scamming the people in the book club. Look, man, I'm either scamming you guys out of Mr. Well, I'm not even scamming you out of Mr. Beast. I'll just do Mr. Beast another day. We'll just do another day. And honestly, secretly, the Mr. Beast people have been pissing me off, so I don't mind making them wait. Because I feel like I had a banger-ass story today, and I saw at least 2 messages that were stop telling the story and watch Mr. Beast. So if I make their day a little bit worse, it makes me a little happy. It's petty, I know. I know it's petty. And most of you guys are very chill and cool. I know. So I shouldn't give in to the pettiness, but what can I say? Guilty as charged. He's a petty motherfucker. They're just so... I think I saw them during Unpaid Intern. Swear to God. Unpaid Intern chat. I'm seeing like, bro, can we put on Mr. Beast? I'm like, bro. You guys need to chill. So I need him. I might need to skip a Mr. Beast video, honestly. Just to let him know. Like, hey, guys. I know you guys like when I do this, but... All right, anyway, I'm going to do the book club chat. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow, honestly. Tomorrow's the supposed to be the last day of Disney Week. Sorry I haven't been maybe more vocal about Disney Week going on, but if you follow me on Instagram, usually I update quicker there. And then I should be good up until, I think, the 13th. I'll have a big announcement, or a big update, not an announcement, next time I go live. Should be Friday, I think. Anyway, appreciate you all. Thank you for all the memberships. Parasocial Club will be live literally right after this, because I got to go live right away. Book Club, I am not a serial killer. What is Disney Week? Cutie's family comes into town, and they go to Disney with all the whole family. Bunch of uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews, yada yada. And so they go to Disney like every day for a week straight. It's like 1 week of the year. It's basically a family vacation. Simply said. All right, chat. I am out. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I'm sorry it was a very short stream. Actually, you know what? I'll wait 30 seconds. Then we'll clear an hour. But actually, I do very much appreciate you guys. I believe we will have the Bro vs. Bro with Linus available on YouTube today or tomorrow. I'll update anything else on my Insta. Appreciate you guys. I hope you do something nice for yourselves in the future. And I'll see you guys probably Friday. Goodbye, everyone. See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. See you later. Oh, and next stream we'll talk about, we'll watch Mr. Beast. We'll talk about the Reddit. Talk about my mogul mail. My washed, horrendous mogul mail takes. And everything else. Peace.